I'd like to tell you a little something about Dr. Kalid Mehmood, who's our next speaker. He's the CEO of Infinite Mind Power, and he's been trained by some of the best coaches, leadership trainers, and trainers in the world. I think you'll recognize some of these names. He's been trained and coached and mentored by John Maxwell, who is a leading authority on leadership and the author of 72 books. He also knows and has been trained by Anthony Robbins. I'm sure you've all heard of him. He's world famous as a motivational speaker and somebody who has coached billionaires like Donald Trump and also politicians and people in Hollywood as well. Khalid has also had training and mentoring from one of the world's best NLP trainers, that's Dr. Matt, and indeed also by Richard Bandler, who was the founder of NLP. NLP, if you don't know what it is neuro-linguistic programming, which basically is a way of re-educating our brain to meet the challenges in both our personal and professional lives and react to them more positively. NLP, as I've said, emotional intelligence, self-development, and leadership skills. It's our pleasure today to invite on the stage Dr. Khalid Mehmood.
How many are married? You see? एक बादशाह था, उसे शौक हुआ कि मैं चेक करूं कि सारे लोग मेरे जो रियाया के हैं वो मेरी तरह अपनी बेगम पे डरते हैं। तो उसने बुलाया वजीर को, उसे कहा कि यार आई वांट टू हैव अ टेस्ट, मैं चेक करना चाह रहा हूं कि ये मसला मेरे साथ है या सबके साथ है। वजीर ने कहा सर अभी रख लेते, ये प्रोजेक्ट हम किसी और को देने के बजाय मुझे दे। तो उसने कहा ओके फाइन, नेक्स्ट सैटरडे 2 झंडे लगाए जाएंगे, एक तरफ व्हाइट एक तरफ ब्लैक। जितने लोग अपनी बेगमात से डरते हैं वो सारे के सारे ब्लैक झंडे के नीचे, और जितने लोग अपनी बेगम से नहीं डरते वो व्हाइट के नीचे हैं। बता दिया गया सारी दुनिया, सारे लोगों में वो दिन आया, सैटरडे का दिन। बादशाह देख रहा है कि यार देखो कितने लोग हैं जो यार मेरी तरह के हैं, कितने लोग हैं जो अपनी बेगमात से नहीं डरते, लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस। उसने देखा सारी की सारी रियाया काले झंडे के नीचे जा, काले झंडे की जगह कम हो गई, तंबू लगा दी, बनाते लगा दी, सब कुछ लगा दिया, जगह पूरी हुई। सफेद वाला झंडा खाली, उसके अंदर एक बंदा खड़ा हुआ पसीने से, वो इस तरह खड़ा हुआ, ऐसे भी कर रहा है, ऐसे भी कर रहा है, फिर ऐसे कर रहा है, ऐसे कर रहा है। अब उस बादशाह हैरान हुआ यार कि एक बंदा मेरी रियाया में ऐसा है जो अपनी बेगम से नहीं डरता है। शर्मिंदा भी हुआ, लेकिन मैं बादशाह होके नहीं, यार ये बंदा निकल आया। एनीवेज सब इकट्ठे हो गए, उसने बुलाया, उसने कहा बुलाओ उसको पूरे प्रोटोकॉल के साथ, ये है असल बंदा, इसको तो मैं जगह दे दूंगा, इसको मैं जमीनें दूंगा यार, और इससे कोचिंग भी लूंगा। होता कैसे? तो उसने कहा कि यार कब हो, सबके सामने खड़ा किया, उसने कहा ये हीरो होते हैं, इसे कहते हैं सही बंदे, पूरी रियाया देखो। उसने कहा हाँ जी, ये बताओ यार कि ये फल तुमने दिया कैसे तुम्हारे अंदर इतनी एनर्जी है, कैसे तुम्हारे अंदर इतना हौसला है कि तुम इस जगह पे आके खड़े हो। उसने आगे ऐसे किया, फिर ऐसे किया, फिर माइक सेट किया, इसको जेब पे लगाया, वहां नहीं लगा, जेब में डाल दिया। कहता है बादशाह सलामत सच पूछते हैं, तो मुझे तो मेरी बेगम ने कहा था समय से I can see the way you are sitting, the way you are looking at me, that shows that you have been instructed by someone. मेरा बेटा है, he's 14-year-old. Since I am in a field of mind sciences and everything, that I keep seeing that what I'm doing, उसको भी चीजें पता है. तो जब उनकी माँ कोई बात करती है तो मैं डर जाता. तो बेटा कहता है पापा शेर बन शेर. तो मेरे अंदर एक पावर आ जाती है. वो ना हो फिर मैं छाती मार खुला. So, it's my pleasure to be here. I'm so excited that I've got such a wonderful audience today. You know, going to other countries, talking to the multinational people, it's a unique experience. It has got its own motivation. It has got its own crowd. But I tell you, being in your country, looking at your own people, talking to yourself, there is no pleasure more than that. I love it. I had an opportunity to share a stage with world's best coaches. I had an opportunity to learn from world's best coaches. But I tell you, whenever I come here, when I look at my people, there is no feeling I can explain to you that is given here to me. So before we go to the leadership, I'll not go by the presentation, that is another part. I want to tell you a few important things of learning. Do you think that learning is only can be done by the books? Do you think that learning is only can be done by listening to someone on a stage? Do you think that by running some slides you can learn something? No. Human beings are programmed basically to stay in their comfort zone. If you're made on a sofa, if you're made to sit on a sofa, on a chair, so this is a capability of a human being, a limitation of a human being, immediately it would get into the comfort zone. If I just tell you right now that close your hands like that, please do that, like that. Can you do for me? So how many people are looking at their hand that the left hand is up? You can imagine. Very few. How many people are whose right hand is up? I just say that just open all the fingers again and again take them over here and put the other thumb up. The way you did before, not like that. Another thumb up. How are you feeling? Uncomfortable? Uncomfortable. How uncomfortable it was to just open these fingers. Again putting them here. Just changing your one thumb from one to another. How discomfortable it was. So the point is that human beings are the one who remain in comfort zone until some another force comes and take him out of that. So you need to come out of the comfort zone to learn something, to do something special. Human brain, God's beautiful creation, can do wonders. People ask me that if you had to go to John Maxwell, why did you go to Proctor? If you had to go to Proctor, why did you go to Anthony Robbins? And if you had to go to Anthony Robbins, why did you meet Richard Bandler? I had a unique answer for that. I said you cannot teach someone a leadership if he is emotionally imbalanced. You cannot teach someone emotional balance if somebody has relationship issues. You cannot put at home with your family, with your friends, with your parents. Do you think that leadership would work for you? Do you think that you will get emotionally balanced? Nobody can teach you relationship. If you have a baggage of problems and beliefs from your childhood, so you need to learn everything if you want to teach someone a leadership. You need to know that how the emotional balance is achieved. You need to know that how you can go back to his past and repair it. You need to know that how can you get into his mind and take out all the negative beliefs out of that. Only then you can talk about leadership. We're talking about leadership, reading the books, learning the slides, it won't work. How many people you have seen in your life who have read so many books, who have got a lot of knowledge? I call them doctors. Another funny thing I remember, me and Dr. Danish are two friends who keep creating, new and new things. When we used to meet people in our initial stage, so we used to find that we are talking, and at the end there is no change. So we divided them into 3 categories. So category 1 is doctors. You met someone, you talked about that, look, my name is Dr. Khalid, I've been, coached by so. He said, then what? I already know that. I'm telling you this thing, I know that. I wanted to tell you some new thing, he said, I know that. So you come to know that most of the people around us are the doctors. So then we say, sir, assalamu alaikum, you are a doctor. And then, for the 500 meters, we don't find them close. Next time we never meet them. Another one, time wasted. You meet so many people who will sit with you, who will laugh with you, but at the end you say, what have I learned from you? Where my time has gone. They'll talk about people, they'll talk about personalities, they'll talk about systems, they'll create everything, and at the end, your whole day is gone. These are the people who have a baggage on their head, and they want a place to garbage. They want a place to put it somewhere. They have issues with them on their head. Everything is inside. Everything is inside. Now when it is filled, they want to put something on your shoulder. So we call them time wasters. Call आइए. अस्सलाम वालेकुम. ओ मैंने डिस्टर्ब तो नहीं किया. क्या हाल है आपके? कैसे हैं? फिट हैं? सेट हैं? आगे. नहीं मैं ये कह रहा था कि मैंने आपको डिस्टर्ब तो नहीं. You see? They will take all of your time. Then just nothing you can learn out of it except cribbing. Those are the time wasters. And third one is the best category, energy suckers. They will not waste your time only, they will do your secure energy as well. You want to tell them something, you want to teach them something, and they will have reply and answer for everything. You bring stars, you bring moon, you talk about anything, they have answered. Do not listen, you do not get a breakthrough in my first session. So we are not going to see again. If you meet me, you do not get anything new from me, you don't get any breakthrough from me, you don't learn anything, I can't make any difference in your life, so you're not going to see again. You can always tell other people, yeah, forget about it, don't see it. I would love to listen to that, but I'm not going to see you again, because I know if the real world cannot make change in your life, if it cannot change your emotions, so categorize yourself. Are you a doctor? So, not a single case I have found who met me, I had a session with him and he did not change. That was a big statement I always made. Thanks God, it never happened. When I met someone, we had to meet again. When we met next time, we had to meet again. So not to repair him. Not to repair him again, because he's already repaired. To work together. To move together. To change. To change the people's lives. It's a team. It keeps building.